All right, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for being here today. My name is Allison McLeod. I'm the Deputy Director for the New Jersey League of Conservation Voters. We are the statewide political voice for the environment, and we are a nonprofit that advocates for clean air, clean water, open space, and a just and equitable transition to our clean energy future. A clean energy future that includes clean renewable energy sources like solar, and we're here today at a beautiful solar installation for community solar. And so we're going to hear from a variety of speakers today on the importance of clean energy in our future. Energy is top of mind for a lot of New Jersey's working families and businesses right now because we know that the cost of electricity is going up. It's gone up and it's going to continue to go up. And it doesn't take the wildfires that we experienced in South Jersey last week to know that this is a critical issue as we work to combat climate change. But the good news is that New Jersey has always been on the forefront of these issues and that we have resources today that will help us make that just transition to a clean energy future, including the Board of Public Utilities' recent announcement of the expansion of an additional 250 megawatts in our community solar program. Community solar is essential for many New Jerseyans. 1/3 of New Jerseyans rent their homes, and it means that they might not have their own roof or they might not have access to put their own solar panels on. And so community solar represents a great option to have an equitable access to clean energy that you can use an installation like this that might be somewhere else on a commercial or an industrial facility and still get the benefits of that clean energy for your home. Solar is also currently the cheapest source of energy, and that's not just the cheapest renewable source of energy, it's the cheapest source of energy, period. And in a time when families are concerned about rising utility bills, solar represents a great option to bring cost savings while also working to mitigate the worst effects of climate change. And right now, we also in New Jersey know that solar projects are faster to interconnect to our regional grid. So not only are they cheaper and cleaner, they're also faster to increase our supply, and they create family-sustaining jobs for our union workers in New Jersey as well. So it is faster, cheaper, cleaner, and local. So here today to celebrate the recent BPU action to expand community solar, we're going to hear from the BPU Board President, Christine Golsadovi. So, Madam President, I welcome you to speak to us.
I'm going to try to hold this and also all of my papers here and use my glasses. Let's see if I can do
Use my thumb to hold it down if you need to.
Okay. All right. So, hi everyone. Good afternoon. Thanks so much for inviting the BPU to be here. I'm really excited to talk about community solar. I do have some prepared remarks, but community solar is a program that I talk about so frequently that I don't think I need to look at them. This is such an exciting day. Thank you to Solar Landscape and all of our elected officials and LCD. It's really such an exciting day to celebrate another step in our community solar program in the state of New Jersey. Community solar has been an incredible achievement of Governor Murphy's clean energy agenda, and it's even more important now than ever because of its ability to help residents save money. I myself am a community solar subscriber. I live in a duplex, and so having solar on my roof was not as easy as having residential solar as it was to just subscribe to a community solar project. Community solar provides the opportunity for residents to save at least 15% on their electric bill, and at a time when electricity prices are going up, that's more important than ever that we are providing opportunities for residents to save money. So often we talk about our solar programs and all of our clean energy programs as opportunities to take advantage of clean energy and help reduce our impacts of climate change. And those reasons are so important. And we're so proud of all the work that the Murphy administration has done to address New Jersey's contribution to climate change. But it's also critically important that we are providing opportunities for residents to save money and to make sure that clean energy is as affordable as possible. And community solar has really been the pinnacle of making sure that we are doing that. We're providing opportunities for residents around New Jersey to take advantage of clean energy and doing it in a way that helps save people money. The opening of additional community solar allocation of 250 megawatts was just another step in our path towards leading the nation in community solar. We also reduced the incentives for this community solar allocation, which was so important as we continue to move forward to expand clean energy, that we are right-sizing the incentives for all clean energy projects, not just community solar. And we are doing that at a time when solar is the fastest electricity to get online and the cheapest. So it's really important that we have been able to work with our members of the legislature, with our partners in the solar industry like Solar Landscape, to make sure that as we progress with our solar programs, that we're doing it in a way that is at the least cost possible and that provides the greatest benefit to the greatest number of people. So really excited to be here today, really excited about the future of community solar, because it's not just about this 250 megawatts, it's about the next whatever number of megawatts that we're going to open. And we look forward to, preparing for another allocation of community solar going forward this year. But for right now, we're just celebrating this 250 megawatts and look forward to hearing from the rest of the speakers. Thanks. Woo.
Thank you, Madam President. And we are here today at this installation in beautiful East Brunswick, and we thank our host community. And next, I'm going to introduce a local champion who has been a great partner with the businesses and industry that's working here in solar energy, East Brunswick Mayor Brad Cohen.
Thank you so much. And obviously, welcome to beautiful East Brunswick, the center of New Jersey. I do believe that we are a town that has taken the idea of sustainability and making sure that we're good stewards of the environment very, very seriously. It's something that we've done before it was fashionable for the state to do that. A lot of our boards and commissions, our land boards, all have requirements that have always exceeded the requirements of the state, and the state has actually now caught up. So we're in a good place. I do also think that it's wonderful to see so many people here today who are so involved in showing that government can actually work with the community. I know it's so fashionable to make fun of government, but the reality is that the vast majority of the times we work together regularly with our partners in industry, with all of the community, to make sure that we're providing things for residents that they couldn't do for themselves. And this idea of community solar is just another great example of how we could work to help our businesses, to help our people in labor, and most importantly, to help our residents be able to afford to live in a state that has become increasingly difficult to get by and to afford. So again, hats off to everybody here today. Welcome to East Brunswick. We hope that we can continue to be that example of the right thing to do.
Thank you, Mayor Cohen. And it's true that government is part of the community, and we do all work together. And a transition to a clean energy future requires a whole of government approach at multiple levels, including at the legislative level, at the state level. And our next speaker is a longtime clean energy champion, Assemblyman right here in this district, the 18th District of New Jersey, Assemblyman Karabinchak.
Thank you, everyone. And from Senator Deignan and Assemblyman Stanley, they couldn't be here today. They had other engagements. One is out of state picking up his daughter as we speak. And obviously, I'm State Assemblyman Rob Karabinchak. I'm the chairman of state and local government. This is yet another great day in New Jersey. I remember when we first started talking about community solar in the legislature. First started talking about how we were going to help renters be able to deal with the energy costs. And with the leadership of BPO, the governor's office, the Senate, and the Assembly, we made it a reality. And here is yet just another step in that. Now there's more to come, absolutely. Reducing energy cost is going to be hard, but it's going to take a matrix of energy sources to do this in this great state. And I believe we're going to. We have to continue to look at all of the other energy and expand solar, not just on the larger scale like this, but also on the smaller scale. We have legislation that is going around in both the Senate and the Assembly right now to quicken or expedite the plan review for solar. It seems that everybody I talk to, that seems to be one of the hurdles that we deal with. We're looking at changing not just large solar arrays like this, but also the simpler ones on people's homes. Well, this will help them individually in their own home, on single family homes. That's something that is yet and is still being talked about right now, and there's legislation in Trenton to change that and to help everybody work with that. And that's a quick turnaround. Just like this solar, this is a quick turnaround. We want to make it quicker. There's other midterm and longer term, but that's for a different discussion and not today. Today is absolutely a beautiful day. Look at this. Just think about the energy that this is producing today. And it's not done yet, right? It's just an honor to be here. This is my third one in the state of New Jersey for the last 2 years. I want to be here, more to come, all across this great state, and working with my brothers and sisters in union labor, with the quality of what we see here every day. This is what it's about. This is what makes this state so great. I had a lot of other things to say, but they were already spoken about, which is so important. Again, it's a great day, and I'm honored to be here. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Assemblyman. And we very much appreciate that he spoke about the quality of the work here, not only from the companies, but also from the hardworking New Jersey members of our brothers and sisters in labor who do the work, who show up every day, and who build New Jersey's clean energy future. So our next speaker is Assemblyman Kevin Egan from the 17th District, but he's here today representing IBEW, and he'll give a few remarks. Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. I want to thank the BPU, Solar Landscapes, and of course everybody else that's here today. This is a beginning of a great partnership that we developed with Solar Landscapes. We have quite a bit of projects, over 50 megs in our area with them. They're all different with different contractors. This one happens to be with Wysocki Electric. They're doing a great job, as you can see. Our men are doing a good job, and we hope to continue with Solar Landscapes, keep the job on time, on budget, done right the first time, and we believe they got the right guys doing the job with IBW 456. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Appreciate it.
Thank you. And I think a theme of what we've heard today is that projects like these are all about partnership with the community, partnership with advocates, partnership with all of government, and also partnership with industry. And so our final speaker today is going to be David Greek. He's the managing partner at Greek Real Estate Development Partners, and he is also a member of NIAP, the National Commercial Real Estate Development Association, and he is also the reason that we can be on this beautiful rooftop today. So, David.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. It's not every day that an industrial real estate developer gets to speak at a League of Conservation Voters event, so thank you for having me. We are very excited by this partnership, and one of the things I wanted to talk about today is actually none of the things mentioned in my intro, but a group that I started last year called Circulate New Jersey, which is an advocacy group for showing the positive benefits of our industry, our buildings, to our communities and to our state. And this is a great example of some of the benefits that we bring to the state in a very hidden way. If you had not been on this rooftop today, there's a good chance you would have never known this system is here. And in addition to systems like this, what happens inside our buildings is a very important part of the economy, and what happens underneath our buildings as well when we build them. Industrial development is one of the largest remediators of brownfield sites across the state of New Jersey. And all of that benefit that we bring to the environment, to the community, to the economy often happens out of the public view. So I'm very happy that we have all these people on our beautiful rooftop today to actually be here in person and see firsthand some of the benefit that we are bringing to the community, albeit small. We have several of these projects underway, and we will do as many as the BPU allows us to. This is... the state is full of industrial buildings with rooftops just like this. most of them at this point do not have solar on them, but could in the future. This is part of a multifaceted solution, as you heard from other speakers today, to solve New Jersey's energy needs. We need to continue to build projects like this on small scale and on large scale in order to accommodate our future here in this state. And Greek Real Estate Partners is thrilled to be a small but important part of that process. Thank you for being here, everybody.
Thank you. And we're so happy that we could be here on a beautiful sunny day. We didn't order the weather, although it looks like we did, to highlight the benefits of solar energy. But one thing that it means is that I can't see my cell phone that well. So I apologize that was not the last speaker. Our last speaker today is actually Grace Power, who is the Executive Vice President and for Government Affairs and General Counsel at Solar Landscape, whose installation this is today. So thank you, Grace, and I'm sorry.
Good afternoon, everyone. First, I wanted to extend our gratitude to our partner, David Greek, and the team at Greek Real Estate Partners. Obviously, we couldn't do this without you. I'd also like to thank LCV, BPU President Christine Gould-Sadovi, and the Murphy administration. They have been unwavering supporters to advancing community solar. Also, would like to thank our Assemblymen Karabinchak and Assemblyman Kevin Egan and the IBEW. They are helping us build so many projects like this one and others across the state. And of course, Mayor Cohen, who has been a great partner to Solar Landscape. As part of our projects applications, we have to get letters of support and submit them. And Mayor Cohen, your office, you guys have been wonderful to work with. Rob has been great. So thank you for all of your support. Also just wanted to thank Sunny, Tom, Kara, and Brendan from the Solar Landscape team. This is an active construction site, as you can see, and so they don't always love when we're up here, but I think it's really exciting to see how much has been done and how much is left to go. And while we're here today to celebrate community solar, there's still a lot of work to do. As a few people have mentioned, demand for energy is rising sharply, driven largely by AI and data centers. They are projected to consume an unprecedented 9% of electricity generation by 2030. And so we've heard a lot of great things about solar today. Solar Landscape is almost exclusively focused on commercial and industrial rooftop solar projects, just like this one. Across the country, we'd have the capacity to host 400 gigawatts of solar, and currently only about 4% of commercial and industrial rooftops have solar panels on them. So imagine what we could do in terms of solving that crisis if we, blanketed the nation with solar panels on our warehouses. As David Greek, I don't know if you stole our talking points, but I appreciate all the points you made. This is definitely the fastest way to bring new energy on the grid. These projects can be built and energized in as little as 12 months. And if you think about every other form of generation, whether it's, a natural gas plant, a large solar field, no other type of energy generation comes even close to how quickly we can bring new generation online. Just wanted to highlight that in the past 2 years, Solar Landscape has deployed over 100 commercial rooftop projects nationwide. And we actually have leases for more than 150 million square feet with some of the world's, leading commercial real estate companies. Speaking of labor, these projects have driven demand for 650,000 labor hours, which is the equivalent of 325 full-time jobs. That's pretty significant. This project today will actually serve 150 local families, delivering over $400 a year in energy savings per household. That's another benefit to community solar here in New Jersey. It is bringing significant savings to ratepayers at a time when energy prices are going up across the country. Just want to close by saying, New Jersey is setting a national example in terms of what you can do with community solar and rooftop solar. And so we look forward to this type of program continuing to expand so we can bring, solar to all these commercial rooftops across the country. Thank you very much.
Again, thank you to Solar Landscape, and that is officially our last speaker today. But as we conclude, I again just want to emphasize the partnership as we transition into our clean energy future. It's going to take our brothers and sisters in skilled labor to construct these projects. It takes the visionary, forward-thinking industry folks who say, hey, we have a rooftop, and the Solar Landscape folks and other clean energy companies who make that partnership a reality. It's going to take state-level policy, and we commend the Murphy administration and the Board of Public Utilities for the work they've done, and it's going to take the legislature. And finally, it takes not only local agreements and help, it also takes advocates. And so it is that partnership from top down and bottom up that's going to transition us and help us build a cleaner, cheaper, more resilient New Jersey. So thank you, everyone, for being here today. I know there's a few members of our press, and so we'll be available after if there are any questions. But in the meantime, on behalf of New Jersey LCV, if you are interested in learning more about the work that we do to advance our clean energy future, you can follow us on social media at NJLCV or visit njlcv.org to learn more. And similarly, Solar Landscape as well at Solar Landscape, and I'm sure many of the other folks here as well. So thank you again to everyone, and we very much appreciate you all being here today. Thank you.